It's important to note that this prohibition about not eating creeping animals or tiny kinds of snakes or worms has a limit. And that limit seems to be near in la'ayin, if they are visible to the naked eye. Something that cannot be seen by the naked eye, like something you see in a microscope. If you put a drop of water in a petri dish and you look at it under a microscope, you might see that there are all kinds of animals floating around or swimming in the water that don't seem to have any kind of kosher symbol attached to them. And on that basis, one would think that they are also forbidden and we can't drink water. But no, that's not the case. When the Torah said, don't eat, it meant don't eat what you can see. What you can't see with the naked eye, you are permitted to eat. Furthermore, we have to understand that it's reasonable to say that you have to make the judgment for the person who has reasonable vision, who can see most things. Someone who is blind and can't see anything, I mean, of course, that's not the person that you would be able to make the judgment from. So that you have to be able to see well, you have to be able to see the tolaim and the shratzim, and anything that is too small to be seen is not included in this prohibition. Furthermore, there's an interesting question. Sometimes there are small animals that are found in leafy places, and the color of the animal makes it, the color of the sherets makes it difficult to see in that leafy place, like something green and a green background. So you won't see it, but if you jiggle it around or you do something to make it move, then you probably will see it. So in that case, of course, the fact that you don't see it at first is not the relevant piece of information, because you know that if you did kind of make it move, then you would be able to see it. So that there's a prohibition in the Torah about shratzim. And these shratzim that we're not allowed to eat are shratzim that we can see. Shratzim that we cannot see with the naked eye, or that we can only see using, for example, a microscope. Those shratzim are not included in this particular prohibition. So you have to look carefully. You have to see if you see any worms or shratzim, creepy things like in the food that you're about to eat. And if you can't see, if you don't see anything, then they're not there. Even though today we know that if you look, use superior methods of investigation, you probably would find them. But in this case, you don't find them.